Hello everyone, welcome back to another Python tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to see about the iteration statement Python and also some of the built-in functions in. So first of all, we are going to see the built-in functions in Python map, strip, and so what is map? A map applies a function to every item in an iteratable list tuple and returns a map. Imagine like you want to return a new list that wants a square of every number in the existing. So ignore this example. I will explain you with another example so you can understand them. So next trick. Strip removes white spaces from both ends of the string. So the user gives a string with a white spaces with a in behind the string and the after the string. If you don't want the white spaces before and after the string, so you use strip function. So there are two types of strips, L strips and R strips. You want to remove only the left white spaces, uses L strip, and also removes only the right white spaces, use R strip. Then split. Split divides a string into a list based on the separator. If you see this example, if you give comma, it checks where all the comma in the string. So there are two commas, so it states apple and split banana and then make a split and mango and make a list of elements like this. So let's see with an example. So I am going to an online compiler. So okay, yeah, let's run this. Whether check whether it's working or not. Yeah, interpret correctly. So let's use the three inbuilt functions. So first of all, I am getting input from the user code. The number is type of int. So I am getting the input from the user, the building functions, int of input. So I am printing the number. See what happens. So I am putting, give enter. Yeah, it's printing the number. So first of all, what is script? Script is used to remove the white spaces. Yeah, we are going to use the script is. So I am giving directly the input code thing. So see like and give extra spaces in the beginning and the end of the string. So I don't want the extra spaces. So I am removing that with the help of the strip function. So I am print the per and give a dot and type strip. If you use this, it removes the white spaces, the beginning and the end of the string. So I am running this. So see like is not having white spaces behind and the end. So I am removing the strip print statement and run again. So by unnecessary white space. This is the use of the strip function. So also you can get it in the output users. So put so inside of that I am giving for a reference thing. So I'm running this. So giving a space, Python and space. So when I enter, it gives without space the beginning and the end of it. So this is why we say. Next, we are going to use split. So what actually the split function do? A split function splits the entire put statement based on you given. So I am giving that like string come one, two, four. So okay. So I want to print the one and two and three and four. I am given this as a whole string, but I don't want the whole string. I want a separate like one, two, and three and four. In this case, you use split print number dot split. You use this function, and inside this, wherever you are seeing the comma split, saying split the function string. So run, yeah, I'm saying in the print statement wherever you are seeing the comma. Next, we will implement the split function. So split function is used to split a string based on given. So I am to give a as a variable, and inside that I am giving a string as 1 comma 2 4. So this is a whole string. If I print this, if I print number, it returns the 1 comma 2 comma whole string. So I don't want the output like that. So I am going to split this string wherever I see comma. I am going to split the string. So I am saying that split, and inside this parenthesis, I am giving a double quotes, and so says wherever you see the comma in the string, split the string. So this, yeah, a split function always returns a list. So list equals are the actions of the Python. In this tutorial, next videos, I am going to cover functions and functions, classes, oops. So this is split. So then where is map function? Map function is used in an iterable step. I'm going to get a input from the user as a list of elements. Want a list of elements. So that map, in this map, and the list of elements, all the elements should be a integer type. Give an int of input. Going to print it and task input. So I am give enter, give some error, invalid int. Is the yeah, that is this. I say the I am I will say what is the reason. So we're gonna see about the map function, script and split function, how we use this in user get a user from put from the user. So giving a variable name. I'm asking a list of output, put, and dot the split dot. So I am going to print. Yeah, it returns somewhere. Why? This is not a correct syntax because first of all, you are going to split. Split function is used to split. Wherever the white spaces you are C1, it split the string. So after splitting the string, we don't need to strip. So strip is used to remove white spaces. There is no need to strip. So this is not correct syntax. So you want to first use strip, then use split. So this is the correct syntax. Yeah, it returns. So what is happening here? I am asking a input from the user as a list, and this is gonna iterable. So I am going to map the int with the input variable input function. So mapping int to a input function. If you see any white spaces before and after a number, you go into strip. Okay. Then after stripping, all the white spaces are gone. So next step, we are going to split. So split function, wherever the white spaces you are seeing, so it does not specify any like comma or plus or dot. So if you does not give any inside of this parenthesis, it will after each iteration it will stick. So like that, if you are given a good morning, so hashtag or command statements. If you give good, if you want to strip, you are going to split this, giving a function like this. It will split like the G, comma, O, comma, O, comma. So it will split the string after each iteration, right? If you specify any of the elements like comma, it will iterate inside the string. Whenever it sees the comma inside the string, it only splits. So next, we are going to see about the iteratable state Python. So what are iteratable statements? Imagine like your day-to-day life activities like brushing and taking a bath. So brushing, you have to daily brush a day. So it is iteratable. So in the Monday morning you brush and also the Tuesday morning you can brush. So it is iteratable and working continuously. So like that, a iteratable statement runs until the condition fails, right? So there are two iteratable statements in Python called for. Right? This is the syntax for loop. For x is called the variable in range. So imagine like the of three as start, stop, and step. Start element where to start, stop where to stop, and step. How many increment variables? Like if you going to print See this example for I in range. So I is a variable I assign to a for loop in range 1 comma 10 comma 1. So this is the start. So start element I am going to start with 1, and this is stop. I am going to stop 10 at 10. This is incremental variable, increment by 1. So here I give 1, it iterate like 1 comma 2 comma 3. If I give here as 2, it will return like 1. It after I it- I was increment by 2, like 1. After it was I plus 2. So 1 plus 2 is equal to 3, it returns 3. So I will show you in that file how it is. So here whatever we have give here 10. So it is written until 9. Why? Because for loop returns until n minus 1. So 10 minus 1 is equal to 9. Returns until 9. This is the while loop condition. This is another iteration statements in Python. So while condition. So until this condition fails, it will iterate it. While I is equal to, I am assigning I value as here I is equal to 0. So I is equal to 10. Until this condition fails, it iterates the whole loop. So let's see in the online. So going to first I in print of I am going to it. So it is, so first the I value is assigned to 1, is printing 1. Then so next the I value is increment by 1 given. So I value is increment by 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Now the I value is 2, so I is printing 2, and the I value is again increment by 1. So 2 is increment by 1, 3. So whatever you are giving the increment step, I am giving that 2, it will increment by 2, 1, 3, 5, 7. It is adding 2 after printing every time. So this increment statement is optional. So if you don't ever give it, so it will increment by 1 default. So this is for loop in Python. So also it returns n minus 1 once. Okay. Next I look fetch y I less than 10. Print I. So while I run this, it returns an error. Why it returns an error? Because we does not declare a I. So I am declare I is equal to 0. So now the I value is 0. It starts iterating. I am not incrementing. If, yeah. So what is happening here? I am initializing a I value as 0 until I is equal to I less than 10. So it prints the I. So first of all, it prints the I, and next print increment the I value as 1. So first the I value is 0 and increment I value is 1. Increment. So if you want to print to print like this, the next line you so ND6. So this so if you print like this, comes next. If you want spaces in between the four numbers, string space. If you want also T will gives a tab space. What is this? So these are escape sequence. So there are many escape sequence. Slash n means new line, slash t means terminate tab space between the each iterable statement like that. Okay. So these are the iterable statements in Python. Thank you for watching this video.